Good morning, good morning. It may be good afternoon for you, depending on where you're watching. It may be good night for you, depending on where you're watching from. I am Lakeisha Michelle, as my t-shirt says. So, I can't remember your name, so somebody made this shirt for me. Okay, let me see if I can remember. I just remember your face. I want to say that was Natasha. It might have been Natasha. Somebody gave this to me yesterday at the meetup that we had in Dallas, and I'm super excited. I love my shirt. Okay, I thought I needed a small, but I don't because this works. So I love my shirt. Thank you so much. And this week, I'm super excited because I want to talk to you guys about some exercises that you can do right now to get your life together, okay? To kick your own butt into gear, because that's what we're supposed to do. Hey there, boo. What's up, Tiny? So that's what we're supposed to be doing all the time. And you know, I was so excited when I saw the Oprah this morning. Somebody posted Oprah talking about trauma and how trauma actually affects how you act as an adult. And I don't know if you got the meetup yesterday, I was just on one about we need to check our backgrounds, and you know, because everything stems in our business. The stuff that we're experiencing has everything to do with the way you were raised, has everything to do with your history, has everything to do with the things, the stories that you were told, that you're telling yourself. And so the better we can check ourselves, the better we can be in every other area of our lives, whether it's business, whether it's love, whether it's family, whatever, okay? So, I am Lakeisha Michelle. Thank you so much for watching, and this is what we're going to talk about today, this week. There's going to be several things that I'm going to be sending out to you. If you are not on my email list, what are you doing? Go to LakeishaMichelle.com and just join the email list, because I will be sending out the notes from this, and it's juicy, okay? It is juicy. Hello, everyone. So, first question of the day. It's a powerful question. I've seen a million coaches go through this, and it's really just, it's very, very, very powerful. I think the first time that I actually did this for myself years ago was from watching a Tony Robbins YouTube video where he was talking about writing out all the things that he was sick of. And so I think that it's a lifelong exercise, because at some point you're going to get tired of things, and you can, you know, I think every 3 months is a good time to go through this exercise. And so here we go. First question that you want to ask yourself is, what am I no longer okay with tolerating? Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to take you through a series of questions over the next couple of days, and I am going to, on my email list, so go to LakeishaMichelle.com, join the email list when you hang up from this. Join the email list, because I will be giving you this guided exercise via email, okay? And I'll talk about it on my live stream, but definitely via email. Okay, glad to see you today. Hey, boo. So the first question is, what am I no longer okay with tolerating? Oftentimes in life, we go through life, we wake up every day, we go to our jobs, we go be a mother, we go be whatever you are, right? And then there are just things that you put up with that you really don't got to put up with. And women especially, we do this. We put up with things because it's kind of like that's just the way it is. Oh, things are going to get better. Oh, you know, God's going to fix it. God gave you the power. God gave you choice. Okay, so God gave you the tools to make things better. So you don't have to wake up every day and just deal with stuff. You don't. You can stop. You can decide right now today that I am sick and tired of fill in the blank. So right now, I just want everybody to take a second and start to really think. And let me tell you something. When you're tolerating something, actually, you already know what it is. We try to act like we don't know what it is, but you already know what you're tolerating that you really don't want to deal with no more. Okay? It doesn't mean that you're going to go be drastic today, but you need to actually write down the things that are no longer serving you. And you don't have to be mad. You don't have to be angry. It is just a fact of this no longer serves where I'm going, who I am, what I want to do in this world. This thing that I'm dealing with no longer serves who I am. It doesn't. If I say that I'm a positive person, but I'm dating a negative person, it might be the person that you with. It might be a family member. This person is not serving where I want to go, who I want to be. It doesn't mean that they're wrong. Nobody has to be wrong or right. We spend so much time trying to figure out who's wrong and who's right. How about who cares? It's just at this point in my life, no matter who's wrong or who's right, for where I'm going, for who I am aligning with every day, this thing, this person, this whatever doesn't serve me anymore. And guess what? That gets to be okay for you. We spend so much time trying to not hurt other people's feelings, trying to please everybody, myself included. It's just natural, especially when it's your loved ones, especially when it's like, I don't know, some situation where you feel like, well, I gotta do this thing. But every day you get to choose. Every day you wake up, you get to choose. Who am I? Am I a positive person? Am I financially successful? I don't care about what you see. Understand this. I'm not talking about what you see. I'm not talking about none of that. It's who am I at the core, right? So if I believe that I'm a positive person, if I believe that I'm a go-getter, but I'm always around people who do nothing but smoke all day, do all this, does that match? Am I tolerating that? But I want this other thing, this other life. So today is the day that you actually get to choose what no longer serves you. And it doesn't mean that somebody's wrong or somebody's right. It just means that just doesn't serve where I'm going. It's not in alignment with who I am, who I know I am at the core. And every day, my job is to work at who I know I am at the core. My job is to bring that star forward. My job is to continue to align every single day with the biggest, best, highest version of myself. And so I have to actually address the stuff that I'm tolerating, because the stuff that I tolerate keeps me small. Come on, somebody. See, people don't like this kind of work because it's real life stuff. It's real life stuff. You actually have to address what you're putting up with that you really don't want to put up with. So I want you guys to actually sit down today and just make a list of all the things that you are so overseeing in your life. Because guess what? Change really happens. The good change, it happens when you are sick and tired of being sick and tired. So guess what? Some of you guys are going to watch this and you're going to be like, okay, girl, whatever. And then some of you guys are going to be like, man, yeah, I'm actually tired of waking up broke. I'm tired of waking up to this lazy person. I'm tired. Like what? What are you tired of? I don't know. I'm tired of this job. Actually, I don't like this. I hate this. I'm tired of it. Actually, I'm tired of you talking to me like that. Actually, and when you have those moments, people be like, what's wrong with you? What's right with me? What's right with me? Because I'm waking up to my greatness. And so I am not going to keep sitting around with the BS. I'm just saying. But it doesn't change unless you actually realize what it is. So it's your job to sit up and figure out the it. What is the it? You can put an SH on the front of that if you want to. I'm saying, what is it? I'm tired of not using my voice. Exactly. Do you know how crazy? I'm looking around and yesterday I was like, man, I can see the spirit of depression on so many people that I love. It drives me nuts. I'm from the younger people to the older people. It's I can just see this spirit that just lingers. And even when they're happy, they're not as happy as they could be because this thing. And I'm like, what is that? What the heck? I'm just now aware. I'm like, what is that I'm seeing? And it's just because I'm like, why do you get depressed? And so I'm just looking at people, I'm observing. I'm like, what are the things that are making these, what is that? And I'm just thinking, and I'm like, you have to constantly be going through your own stuff. You got to attack your mess day in and day out, or it will attack you day in and day out. You have to attack your mess day in and day out, or it will attack you day in and day out. I'm just saying. This is all true. I had to get tired of allowing myself to be mistreated, and I had to separate myself. It was a generational thing. Exactly. It's so much deeper than what we could ever imagine. And so it's just our job to be responsible for ourselves and not wait on some magical moment. Jesus waiting on you. You ain't waiting on him. What? Really? People that just if we think it's all God that we waiting on, that really doesn't look good as a piece, especially black people. I'm just waiting on the Lord to change it. It actually that's a bad reputation for God, because what in the world? God gave you the power. God said we are made in his image and his likeness. We have the power to change right now what we don't like. You got to get fired up. You got to get uncomfortable. Hey, Yvonne. Just watched that Tony Robbins video on Sunday. Oh my God, I had to get an attitude about the things on my list and regroup, organize, define, irritate that this mess got to go. I love that was a pivotal moment for me in California. I was sitting in California when I first moved there, and I was watching that video, and I barely was, it was just playing in the background while I was doing something else. And then I was like, he was like, turn off the camera right now and do this exercise. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the exercise. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, what am I sick of? Like, what do I not want to experience? And I just decided. So many times we're waiting for people to say, how did you get to this? And how did you get to this? I decided. And so guess what? I still get off track and I still have to go, whoop, actually, I get to choose. I always remember, yo, I'm in charge of what happens in my life. I'm in charge of what happens. So I decide that I'm not putting up with that no more. Like, I can't. It doesn't match where I'm trying to go. I'm trying to go this place in my head and everything around me, it doesn't match that. So that doesn't work. It doesn't work. You decide. So the question, and I'm asking you guys, if you're just joining, is to literally just write out, what am I overseeing in my life? Like, what am I, like, when I say over, that means like, what am I over? Look, I'm over it. When you get like that, that's when change happens. And yes, some people get nervous around you. Your people gonna be like, what the hell? It is what it is. Because you don't got but one life. So why are you sitting here not living your fullest, child? You got to live. You have to live because it's short. Like, what? You're going to just waste your time to make other people happy while you're miserable? What does that say about yourself? That says that you don't matter. So I'm asking you, right? I'm no longer accepting the things I cannot change. I'm changing the things I cannot accept. Oh, Angela Davis. This awesome. I'm in charge of what happens in my life. You are. You so are. And I remember I was sitting in California and I was like, sitting there feeling bad. You know, I was like, man, this sucks. And I was like, I don't like what I'm seeing in my life. And here's the deal. Most people don't want to have that conversation with themselves. So then we start looking at why it happened. Well, if so-and-so hadn't done this, and if screw so-and-so, because I, again, am in control of my life. And people always say, Keisha, she gets like that. No, yeah. Okay. Well, if you look at our timelines of life together, that we know each other, I get like that, and then I get the change that I want to see. Meanwhile, you're still talking about the same thing. So yeah, I get to get like that, and I'm going to keep getting like that because that's how it happens. You evolve. You may not even recognize there's something that you're sick of dealing with. And then all of a sudden you do. And so then people want to keep it the same. No, I'm not the same. I'm expected to change. I'm a human. You're supposed to evolve. See, we got it backwards. We think we're supposed to go from small to an adult, and then we decline. Psych, I'm just going from small to grow, to grow, to grow, to grow until I leave this planet. Because my plan is to die empty, which means I'm dying with everything out of me. Everything, every idea, everything, it comes out of me. Period, point blank. I'm in charge. And so I get to actually say, you know what? I'm no longer tolerating. So I want you to actually take some time and just literally today spend time writing down, and don't get in a funk, okay? Because you will be like, oh my God, this is not a time to have a pity party. This is a time to be empowered because you are really writing this with the energy of, wow, I can change that. You know, I'm tired of the way so-and-so talking to me. You actually can change the way they talk to you by the way you respond. Because people that talk crazy, once you stop responding, what do? They typically go away or they try to bully you, right? But if you just don't respond to that, they have no choice but to disappear. And if you remove yourself, they have no choice. You can't make peace with the angry man, says the Bible. So why would I even try to get them to see that I'm not whatever they think I am? Screw them and their thoughts. Bye-bye. As my daddy would say, go fly kites. I don't even know what that means, but I know it means go away. Who cares what you do? So like, who cares? Like, we got to stop tolerating. And listen, this is what I do in my own time. And so I realized that I do it like every 3 months. Every 90 days, I need a refresher. I told my group yesterday, every 90 days, you need to be plugging into a live event, plug into something, because I just realized how massive that is for my growth in business and personal. When I get irritated, it's time to go plug in. When I say plug in, that means like going to a Tony Robbins event, going to a motivational something, go to something that feeds your spirit and your soul. Because that actually controls everything else you see in your life. So if you're tired of tolerating something, then all you got to do is get girded up with the right tools. But first, you have to actually identify what you're tolerating. Because you get to choose. You get to choose. So that's your question of the day. We got a couple questions. If you're not on my email list, you will not get all of them. There is a series of questions that I'm going to take you through. And literally, guys, I'm going to show you. This is my little binder, y'all. You know, sometimes you think you need all this cute stuff. You just need like an old school binder with all these different compartments. So here's my business section where I do my CEO stylist curriculum. It has my business plan. Because you know what I realized? If you don't look at your business plan, if you don't look at your goals, if you don't look at your stuff, you get off track. So every day, instead of me thinking that my business plan is here, I got it right here. So if I get off track, my business plan is there, right? Then if I come over here in this tab, I see that my daily actions, my money and all that kind of stuff, right? There are certain things you're supposed to do every day in your business. That comes over here, okay? So my monthly goal, and then it breaks down into my weekly goal and my daily goal, okay? Then, so every day, if stuff is wrong, I see why. And I have to hold myself accountable. That's called being a boss, okay, of your own self. Then here's my little journal part. So like my tolerations. What am I tolerating, okay? And then I go through and break down, why am I tolerating this? So once I write down what I'm tolerating, because there's always going to be something that pops up that you don't recognize. And you're like, I don't have to deal with that, actually. Actually, I don't have to deal with that, darling. Actually, I don't. Thanks. So actually, let me just figure out what that is that I'm dealing with that I don't want to see anymore. What's irritating me? See, a lot of times we look at who is irritating me. What is the things? And we love to look at outside of ourselves. Well, why am I irritated? Actually, I'm just irritated with me because I'm putting up with this, and just brain dump on paper. And ain't nobody gonna read your paper. So be real with yourself. You don't do your self-service. You do a crappy job if you lying to yourself right now. If you don't want to look at your financials, you're doing a crappy job because it is what it is. You don't got to get all emotional about it. You need to know the real deal. So then, once you write down what you're tolerating, and this is regular paper, okay? So all these people trying to get these cute journals and stuff that you end up losing like I do, I realize I don't lose my binder, okay? So this says, why do the things fail? Like and I go through, why am I tolerating this? Why is it failing? Why am I not following through? Why am I putting up with this? Whatever the word is for you. So whatever you wrote down here, then you just figure out why. And you got to be real with yourself. Well, I feel scared. Well, this person, I don't get it. I do this. I do that. You have to go through and actually go through your own BS. Y'all, are y'all listening to me? I don't see no hearts and no likes. Hello? Are y'all listening? I need someone else to top, really. Are y'all listening? There we go. There we go. I'm just saying, I'm trying to make sure y'all awoke. I'm just trying to make sure y'all awake. There we go. Praise God. Hallelujah. Keep coming. There we go. Keep the hearts coming. You guys are amazing. Stop. But just keep coming. Just keep giving me hearts. Stop it. Stop it. So listen, I see all the yeses coming through. I'm just saying, this is real talk. I'm making a wig. She listening while she making a wig. I just want to make sure y'all was awake. Okay? I just want to make sure y'all was awake. Because this is real life stuff. If you can get to this, you're going to get to all the other stuff that you're trying to get to. You cannot try to be successful, but you got BS that's distracting you. And guess what? It's your job to always find the BS. Call it out. You got to call yourself out. So many times we're looking for other people to support. Hello, while that is amazing. And yes, I have coaches. I have mentors. I have people. At the end of the day, if I build myself on other people saving me all the time, what does that mean? I can save myself too. I can save myself too. God is equipping us, has equipped us. I know has equipped us. Good morning, everybody. Hey, guys. God has equipped us. He gives us the right information. You have to be rich. Exactly, Tasha. You have to be real with yourself. So the question that you need to ask yourself is, what am I no longer okay with tolerating? And you got to put it all down on paper. That does not mean that you're going to go remove all of the things tomorrow. But now you can actually see what the things are. And when your mind becomes aware of the red Corvette, every time you get on the freeway, you see red Corvette. You're like, dang, red Corvettes everywhere. I never saw them before, and now I see them everywhere. Maybe you was looking at buying a Honda. I remember when I thought I was going to buy the Honda Accord. I wanted to buy the 2-door coupe, and I was like, this is cute. I want to test drove it. After I test drove the car, I saw it everywhere. I was like, dang, there you go. There you go. Oh, it's cute. And then I started to see myself in it, and I was like, no, I don't want that. And then I went and bought a Beamer. Because I was like, I thought I wanted it, but I don't. No, I'm going to just get what I really want. Because actually I was going to just be like, oh, let me just be, no, I want the cute card. Yep, that's what I'm getting, right? So it was funny. The point is, once I recognized what it was I thought I wanted, I saw it everywhere all of a sudden. Once you recognize the stuff that you're sick of tolerating, you're going to see it everywhere. And you need to see your mess. Because you're the only person that really can clean it up. So if I come clean up your mess for you, you're going to mess it up again and you're going to sit in it again. Until if I come around and clean it up again. There's no guarantee that I can come around and clean you up every time. But there is a guarantee that if you see your mess and then you clean up your mess, you can continue to do that. That's why people they always say, don't get your kids a housekeeper. My friends that have housekeepers, the housekeeper cleans everywhere but their child's room. Why? Because if the housekeeper come clean up the child room, the child is not going to clean up. So when they leave your house and they grow up, they're just a nasty adult. Don't create nasty adults. We got enough of that going around, okay? I'm just saying, you have to be real with yourself. I did a dump last night based on your last video. Girl, dumping is necessary. So listen, the 2 questions I want you to write down and answer for yourself is, what am I no longer okay with tolerating? Like, I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm so tired of tolerating this. And in the email, if you're not on my email list, LakeishaMichelle.com, go to the website, www.LakeishaMichelle.com. Join the email list. It's right at the top of the page. It's a green button. Join the email list, and you're going to get the emails on how to work through this stuff. Because I believe that you need these tools that you can, this exercise that you can go through over and over and over again to keep calling yourself on your mess and to keep cleaning it up. And you just keep doing it. Because something always pops up. Right when I think I'm like, oh my God, my life is great, then boom. I'm like, oh, what's that? Okay, I got to deal with that. Clean that up. It stinks up in here. Clean that up. And then I'm like, boom, I'm popping. And then boom, something else comes. I'm like, oh, wow. Because that's the way it goes. Clyde says, great share. So once you figure out once you brain dump on a piece of paper, brain dump means you just dump everything out your brain. Don't try to justify it. Don't try to cover it up because you're scared. What if somebody find my little piece of paper? Don't do that. That doesn't serve yourself. It doesn't serve you well. Just go through, brain dump on the paper, everything. And then you can actually work through, pick 3 things. Pick 3 of the strongest feelings. And actually work through, why am I tolerating? Get real with yourself. Why am I tolerating this? Why do I let that person speak to me this way? Why haven't I done this thing over here? What am I really avoiding? What am I really scared of? What am I really saying to myself? Seriously, it's some good stuff, y'all. Listen, we're going to be going through this series this week on my email list because it's necessary. I realize, like, you can't have this. You can. There are some people who can have great businesses and they're actually a hot mess in the inside, like spiritually, which you have that. But I just believe that why wait to have all the things you want? That's why you see all these celebrities spiraling out of control. Like, why do all that? Why amass all of these things and get up to where you're trying to get to, and then you're just a hot mess? How about we work through the hot mess now? How about that? So that's what we're doing. So we're literally, this is the questions that I want you to work through. Write down, what are you sick and tired of tolerating? Just brain dump, just unleash. And no, you're not going to solve all your problems overnight. So please don't do this thinking that's what this means. No, it's not. You're not going to solve all your problems overnight, but you definitely need to be aware of them. Why? Because when you're aware of something, now you have an opportunity to choose every time you notice it happening. So if I'm aware that I'm working on being a positive person, every time, and don't say you're a hot mess. I am is a strong statement. I am is a strong statement. I am not a hot mess. I am beautifully and wonderfully made. I am a work in progress, a beautiful work in progress. I am learning every day. I am growing every day. I am enough. I am strong. I am powerful. I am wise. I am smart. I can figure this out. I can get through this. I will get through this. I am powerful enough to get through this. So change that statement. Whoever just wrote that, change that. Won't receive that. See, once you start training yourself to only think of positive stuff, you catch yourself. You be like, oh, don't say that. Oh, that word. Oh, you start catching yourself, and you choose. When the opportunity comes, you have a choice. Do I choose to keep believing? I was getting on my friend this morning. I was rolling laughing. I knew she would laugh at me because she said she was just talking, just blogging. She was like, oh my God, I hate Mondays because blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, when she said the word, it felt like a dagger to my heart. That's my friend. I was like, what you talking about? You hate. I sent her a mad message. Why are we using this language? And she was like, well, I was like, why are you saying the word hate? And then she was like, I'm about to go run. And it was like, and she said, and if I don't die. And I was like, why would you ever say these words? And she was like, you're so right. Oh my God, let me stop saying that. I'm like, stop this madness. I know it's cute for social, and I get it that you're joking, but nope, I'm not laughing because words are strong. And so I don't want to say those kind of things. And I don't want the people I love, I don't want you guys saying those kind of things. She was like, and you're crazy. Thanks for correcting me. I mean, we have to hold each other accountable. Even like when me and my friends and my loved ones, we're talking, I'm getting all of them sensitive to the words as well. So we'll be things, there's so many things that we say casually that just do not serve where you're going. And until you become aware of what that is, you end up talking, and our words are powerful. So if my words are powerful and they actually design my life, I got to be careful what I'm saying. Like we just been talking about, everybody says all this thing all the time now. It's like, it's really popular to say like, I'm dead. Like it's after you get done laughing, you're like, oh my God, I'm dead. And it's like, actually, why is that something that we're saying now in social media? I ain't dead. I don't want to say that. No more dead. And literally, Top told me this morning, he's like, oh, don't say that. Because a lot of everybody's saying, like, it's just a popular thing where you say I'm dead. You put the little skeleton on text messages. And like, why am I saying that? I'm guilty. I said it this morning. And I was like, why am I saying that? And the funny thing is, when my friend said die, I was like, hey, don't say that. I don't really say that a lot. Thank goodness. But our words design our lives. And so what is cute and funny really ain't funny, honey. When stuff start happening, you're like, oh my God. Even saying I'm a savage. Yeah, everybody said all this is it's real cute right now to be extra ghetto ratchet, like extra, like, I don't know, these weird terminologies that are, it's weird. Or I'm weak. Right, I'm weak, I'm dead, I'm a savage. Niet, as my mentor told me. I think that's Russian for no. Huh? It's Russian, right? Yeah, it's no. She learned that in, because no is a complete sentence. Lisa Nichols, shout out to my TT. So it's just a complete sentence. It's just a no. Okay, guys, so do the exercise, okay? And make sure if you want to get more support, you go to LakeishaMichelle.com and you click on the join my email list. It's a green button because I'm going to be going through in depth on my email list. We're going to talk about procrastination and how to actually attack it head on, okay? So if you want to work on that, then get over to LakeishaMichelle.com. Go log off and go to www.lakeishamichelle.com. Click the button that says join my email list. Listen, join the email list if you want to learn about your spiritual life and your business life, because that's what's going to be going out. Everything on the email list is spiritual and business. Spiritual and business. Okay, so that's what's on the email list. If you want that, then get on the list. Let me see the comments. I'm an awesome mother, friend, sister, aunt. I will see myself in a more positive light. I will speak life into good or bad situations. Exactly. The Jesus life, the Jesus calling for the day. The Jesus calling for the day was talking about, you know, you have to be able to see good and God in bad situations. Because you don't get to have a life without bad situations. Because if you do, I mean, I don't know where you live at, but that's not normal. And it's not going to be a thing that happens. I'm an awesome, okay, wait, what's the second question? Okay, so what am I no longer tolerating? You're just going to write down everything you're sick of tolerating. And then you want to, so pick 2 or 3 things. Pick 2 or 3 things and just work through, why am I tolerating this thing? Like, why am I putting up with this? Because you got to really ask yourself, why am I letting that person talk to me like that? Why am I okay with living this broke? Why am I okay with struggling for gas money? Why am I okay? Why? And you really got to dig deep, and you're going to be surprised how you will, if you're honest with yourself, you're going to be like, I'm embarrassed. I'm scared. I feel like those kind of thoughts are going to come up, and your first mind is going to say, don't you write that down? Don't write down that you're scared. Actually, you should write that down because it's perfectly okay to be scared. We're all scared to some degree. I have fears. I have things that I'm scared of. So I'll be the first person to tell you. Like, I'm scared. I'm scared of, like, I get scared of success. Like, that's crazy. That sounds stupid. You don't even know that. I didn't even know that you could be scared of success. I'm scared that all my little genius actually is like, this is actually real. So sometimes I look at myself and I'll self-sabotage because I'm actually scared that what I'm doing is working. Isn't that weird? And I'm scared it's going to go away. So instead of it going away, let me just not start. Because I'm scared that it'll actually work because I feel like this is going to work. So I'm scared. So then it's like, so I'll just actually do something else. Because that way I don't have to worry about if it doesn't work or not. Isn't that stupid? But it's how we all do it to some degree. So I'll be the first one to out myself. Okay? So now you can be real with yourself on paper. Be real with yourself on paper. The more real you can be, the more you can actually upgrade your life every single day. And that is all, people. Meeting adjourned with the makeup brush. So go to LakeishaMichelle.com and go to join my email list, and I'll be going through this. God bless you. I really needed to hear this today. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Queen of Weaves, what's up, mama? Day Sheet, thanks, girl. You're welcome. It's Constance. I just went live. It was awful. Okay, first of all, it was not awful. It was a test. That was, you did the challenge. Your task, ma'am, was to go live, and you did so. So celebrate that and stop talking about it was awful. It was your first time. Was it supposed to be perfect on the first time? I was about to say a really bad joke. I'm not even going to go there. It's not perfect on the first time. Even saying I'm a savage. Yep, don't say that kind of stuff. I'm dumping by writing several books. Good morning, Lord. On time reality check. Thank you. But a lot of things are going wrong in my business and I'm over it. Okay, but just because you think it's going wrong and you're over it, that just means you should feel empowered, because it's like, honey, can you get my charger? It's in my bag. Like now, because it's about to die. My battery thing just came on my screen. So the thing is, if you're over what's happening in your business, just write down all the things that are happening, because now you can actually work through those things. So don't feel like I'm over it, I'm about to give up, guys. That is not what we're doing here. It's not I'm over it, I give up, I quit, oh, woe is me. That is not what is happening here. It is just that you're over it and you were like, I'm going to fix it. So in order for it to be, in order for you to actually fix it, you have to know that it exists, right? Does that make sense, guys? So you're not doing this to get depressed. Hello, you're not doing this to get depressed. Do not do this and start going, oh my God, I'm so over it. My bills are giving. That is not what you're doing here, people. That is not what you're doing. You are addressing. You have to look at the things that are happening in order to actually get better. So you can't get better unless you look at your mess. Period. Like, you cannot get better unless you look at your mess. That's what we're doing. So yes, you may be irritated with what you're over. So for example, the moment I sat down and I'm telling you guys, ooh, guess what? Guess what? These came in. My book came in. So, like, one thing that I talk about in this book is the moment that I realized that I was like over the way I was running my business. So I didn't go throw my business away. I just looked at all the things. I had to look at what I was tired of doing so that I could change it. And I had to figure out, why was I doing it? Because if I don't know why, I need an explanation in order to support the new habits so that I understand. If I don't understand, then I'm going to keep making the same mistake because I don't understand. If your child doesn't understand why they're getting the whooping, they're going to keep doing it because they're just like, whatever. We don't even know. Like, we don't even know, right? And so that's why we're doing this. Because you have to know what it is in order to change it. Is that the same book on Amazon? Yes. Yes, it is. I just got some physical copies. I'm super excited. Yay! The CEO Stylist book. It's on Amazon.com. But I'm going to do some workbooks and I'm going to mail these. And I'll show you guys later on the live stream what I'm going to do. Look at that. It says #1 best-selling author. What? In multiple countries? It's short, sweet, and simple to the point. We talk about one of my favorite conversations, which is you can design your life And from behind the chair, I've been able to do some amazing things in the beauty industry. And so this is the book about understanding the business of it all. And we'll get to that. Anywho, go to LakeishaMichelle.com and click on the join my email list. When you click on that, I will be discussing in further detail what we talk about right now. So I'm super excited about it. Thank you. I needed to hear this. You're welcome. So go through and work through it, guys. Work through what am I no longer tolerating? And you're not coming from a place of I hate my life. You're coming from a place that I'm about to fix my life. I'm about to Ayanla Van Zant my life. I'm not going to wait on Ayanla. I'm going to pretend that I'm her, and I'm going to ask myself the questions that she would ask me, and I'm going to answer the questions, and I'm going to fix my life. And it's not broken, so I'm going to enhance and up-level my life. The end. And on that note, meeting's adjourned. Go to my website, LakeishaMichelle.com. Click on the email list if you want to work on your spiritual and business life, because that's the people that's on that list. So if that's what you want to work on, then join the list, and I shall see you on the other side. Happy Tuesday, people.